I'm sure someone said, Tom, I had that idea to do that over the years, but you take it a step further. So tell me your read on it.
Execution is the only thing that matters. And so one of the reasons I talk so much about like the total merchandising strategy and all that and really explain to people like what we're doing, I do it for two reasons. One, I want people to understand I do social influence, and you could call me a social influencer, but I'm building a media company. This is how I view myself. This is how other people view me. So I want people to understand, no, the game is over here. I need you to understand that because I'm going to be asking you to come participate in this over here. So we're very open and honest, and I laid people out on the website. You can go see our 3 phases of execution and how we plan to do, where we are in phase 1 and all that, why we're doing all that stuff. So one, just so that they understand it, so that the brand doesn't catch people off guard. I'm very sensitive to that. You need to be who you are from day one. And then 2, I want a gun to my head to know now all the secrets are out. Anyone can ask me any question about anything we do and I will tell them. Because I want to win against people who are not handicapped. And I think that, and look, there might be something where I'd hold the timing or whatever if we're trying to do something cool that requires a bit of timing and stuff like that. But man, for the most part, like I will just go in and tell people this is how you would do it. If you want to out-execute me, do this. Because I am so confident that they'll never do it, that even if they've got the discipline, they don't love it like I love it, so they're not going to have the passion to be counterintuitive. And that I find is interesting. When you're so passionate, you gain so many skills that you get to the point where, like Bruce Lee said, don't think kick, kick until you just kick. And that to me is incredibly important. You need to get so good at something that you can be counterintuitive because you know 5 or 6 moves down the road where this ends up. And that's where I'm at with media.
What's an example of that, where you could be counterintuitive in the short term, knowing that it's going to come full circle?
So the social content, right? So if you're trying to be Disney, why are you doing social content? It doesn't make sense. Okay. The social content, though, is building the brand ethos. So Impact Theory as a brand will stand for, it already does. So people write to me every day and tell me, you've changed my life. Like just imagine for a second, we live in a world where you can build an audience of millions of people, and some percentage, even if I say it's 10%, that 10% of the people believe their life is fundamentally different and better because of you. 10% of millions of people, that's huge. Hundreds of thousands of people believe because of you, their life is fundamentally different and better. That they talk to their spouse about you. Maybe they tattoo your brand on their body somewhere. That their friends have to tell them to shut up because they talk about London Real so much, right? That's a thing, okay? So we're living in that era, and I'm living in that era where my whole idea is to build a brand ethos. So what is the fastest, the no BS way to build that ethos? To stand out front and talk about it. To actually impact people's lives. To put content out that does that. All the while marrying that to traditional content, which is, and I'm not sure where people disconnect more, that traditional content actually is the only scalable way on a global level to give people the mindset that they need.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.